Hello, so I'm back and I am going to prepare some scrambled eggs with you again today using the rectangular steamer, and you can use the multi-purpose steamer for this as well if you don't happen to have both. But I have prepared eggs with you with my kids, and it was super fun. We got to pick like little toppings, but it was kind of a rushed video and I wasn't able to highlight some of the other tools that we have, so I wanted to do it again with you today. And I also wanted to let you know I was completely inspired. This is going to be breakfast for lunch for me. I was completely inspired today by watching all of these people making eggs this morning in the steamer. And specifically my friend Erica, she was using the CCB dip mix, and it comes in a container like this. And she used it in her eggs. So I wanted to make that for lunch as well. And I'm using her suggestion on just putting a little bit of milk with the dip. I actually did put some in and just soaked it just for the sake of doing the video. So I'm gonna just dump that into my eggs, and then I'm using the, I did use the 4-in-1 spoon to measure that out. And this is only $5. It cleans up your drawer. You don't have to go searching for all of the different measuring spoons that you might have in your drawer. So this is the 4-in-1 spoon. And I also am using the paring knife, which is made out of ceramic, and it is used for cutting soft items. So I'm using this to dice up my tomatoes, fresh tomatoes. I've cut up my green onion. And one thing I did learn that I thought I would share is that when you have things like tomatoes that might roll around your cutting board, if you carefully cut them in half and then lay them flat on your cutting board, then it makes it easier for it to stay in one place. And that would be the same for anything that might be floating around or like potentially, just kind of escape your cutting board. And it's scary when you're holding a knife doing that. And so I have green onion, I have some Swiss cheese, and I have tomatoes. And then I'm also using this, I know it's kind of hard to see, but the knife is super easy, just slicing up this ham as well. And just one quick cut, and then I'm gonna actually make them into smaller bites. And then I actually will take this entire thing and just dump it right in to my steamer. So I think oftentimes when I do this, I do this often now in the morning, I think about the years when I was teaching and I would be out the door by 6:15 with my two babies. I oftentimes would be trying to figure out what am I going to do for breakfast, and I want it to be healthy, and I love eggs. And so I used to make these quiches the night before. I'd store them in a baggie. They didn't always freeze well, but I really enjoyed them. But I enjoyed them most either the next morning or even sometimes like as a snack the next day. But they didn't really freeze well. And I think often now about how helpful this would have been to be able to prep these ingredients, throw them in a little prep bowl like this, store them in my fridge, and then pour it into the steamer along with some fresh eggs, which if I show them to you, I think I'm going to, can you see? Oh, I did spill it. And all I'm gonna do now is dump this all into the steamer and mix it up. And turn it this way. This is the Epicure flexible mat cutting board, cutting mat. And it's just all going right in here. And then instead of dirtying another dish, I'm just gonna use my mixing spoon, my measuring spoon to mix it together. And I did put a little bit of milk in here today. I haven't done that in the past, but I thought it sounded like a great suggestion. So I have myself a little omelet, scrambled eggs, whatever you guys want to call it. You can make it with just vegetarian. See if you can see that. It looks beautiful, very colorful. And then I'm gonna stick it in here. And this is going to be perfect for, whoops, if I can get my microwave going. 2 minutes. It's gonna be perfect for my lunch. I'm actually finally able to run. I got the okay to run, and I'm gonna head out in about an hour to do that. I'm kind of waiting for it to warm up a little bit outside. It was 35 degrees this morning. It's gonna get up to 55, and so I'm excited to head out and do that. I've been slowly getting back into it this week. And eggs are light for a lunch for me, and it's going to be healthy. I'm trying to eat more vegetables. I've never been shy about that. I do not eat enough vegetables, and so I think it's going to be a really great, perfect lunch for me. So this is gonna cook for another minute, and I'm gonna take it out. Oh, I have to put the top on. Gosh, if you guys were here with me, you would have told me that I needed to do that. I oftentimes forget. It still is cooking. Actually, I can show you. It's still cooking. It's looks awesome, even if you forget the lid. So I'll stick that in there, and I'll just keep going. It's ready. So it you know, it's not rocket science, but I do oftentimes forget that lid, and I can tell you that it still cooks. It's just better with the steam if you put the lid on there. So I will show you guys what it looks like when it comes out. And thank you for joining me today. Oh, I have a couple other things here I didn't mention. So you don't have to worry when you use these Epicure tongs that you know, food's gonna get caught in there. They just go right in the dishwasher. So I could use that to mix up and pull out things. And then I also have this meat masher, but this meat masher I use for everything. And I mean, to mash my eggs, to stir things in my crock pot, and it's awesome. I've really enjoyed having it. All right, so this has 20 seconds more, and I'm actually gonna take it out. And when you take it out, you want to let it steam for a second before, take it out. And I'll see how much longer it needs to go. And you guys can see it's still a little bit in the middle. And what you might do is stir it a little bit. I've seen a couple of people do this a couple of different ways. If you want it to just come in one big clump, like maybe you're gonna put it on a sandwich or something, then you can just let it keep cooking. If you want it to be scrambled, which is actually what I want it to do today, is scramble it, and I'm mixing it around, and then I'm gonna put the lid on and stick it in again. And that may have actually taken longer to cook because of me not having the lid on. So thank you for joining me. Anybody can do this. I seriously do not claim myself as this like gourmet chef, but this has been helping us so much in the kitchen. It is just a great new tool. I still use my crock pot, I still use my stove, still use my oven, still use my Instant Pot, but it's really nice to have this as a quick alternative as well. Thank you.